Okay, so for this next sample, we're going to do the hem with horsehair braid. We're cutting one layer from this template for this. Mine is just a tiny bit shorter because I'm using a shorter piece of horsehair braid. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and pin your horsehair braid to the bottom lengthwise edge of your muslin sample. Okay, and the two edges, it's kind of hard to see this white, should be nice and flush. Now you may have a wider horsehair braid, which is fine. We're just going to pin going in and out. Okay, so horsehair braid is pinned and we're stitching with the top stitching foot. And this should be on a number 2 stitch. And I'm going to line this up so that the edge of the top stitching foot is right at the bottom of my sample, so right next to the muslin. And I'm going to take a couple stitches, back tack, so it's stitching at about 1/8 of an inch. And try not to pull on the horsehair braid because it will stretch and warp. And I'm going to stitch to the end and back tack. Clip my threads. Make sure I caught it all, didn't go off. And then we're going to go to the iron. Alright, so we are pressing the horsehair braid. So I'm going to press the muslin, flipping it to press the muslin, fold it over the horsehair braid. So this is going to be the bottom of my hem, so I want to make sure that's nice and flat. And then I'm going to fold it up on the edge of the horsehair braid, press it, and we've just formed our hem. And I'm going to go in and pin this in place. So going in and out through the horsehair braid and the muslin. Okay, so we're going to hand sew and do a catch stitch here. So I'm going to start sewing from left to right on my sample. I have a knot and my longer thread here, so we're only sewing with one thread. As we sew, we're going to slide the needle to lengthen the thread to make sure that other thread tail doesn't get caught. To hide the knot, I'm going to go through the fold here. Pull it through to my knot. And then I'm going to do what's called the catch stitch, where I'm actually going to pick up just a tiny little bit of my muslin and the top of my horsehair braid. You don't want it to show on the right side of your fabric here. And I'm going to pull, and I want to make sure that my needle is always going in a right to left direction. Okay, and I want to kind of plan and space this out so whatever my first stitch length was and width, my second is same, it's symmetrical. So I'm going through the fold of the muslin here, picking up about 2 threads and still going right to left. And what it'll do is make a sort of loop there. Okay, so I'm going to use my thread to plan where my next stitch should be. And this will get stuck on all your pins if you're not careful. Okay, so you can see that loop. Okay, and you're going to sew to the end of the sample. I'm going to end it here so I can show the knot. So you're going to knot it off when you get here. Oh my goodness, there's threads. So I just finished, complete this stitch. And lost my needle. Okay, so I'm going to just slide this back on. And I'm going to go in and pick up 2 threads of muslin at the base of my stitch. And as I start to pull, I'm going to slip my needle through the loop. There's one knot, and put another one right on top of it. Slip my needle through the loop, second knot. Okay, and you will end here. Okay, so that's the horsehair braid with the catch stitch finish.